One of the crafting brands or crafting stores that I trust is the Crafters Marketplace. I remember buying from this place over a decade ago, and until now, I still get my happy planner from her, and she's just one of my trusted sellers. So when she told me that there was an event that they were hosting, I immediately said I would go and attend and, cover it. Because one, hello, craft event. And two, I wanted to support my friend. Now, these are the things that you can actually see when you attend a Crafters Marketplace event. There's going to be one in One Ayala this coming August, so make sure to support that. These are the things that you can expect to see. So yes, there will be a lot of stickers. There will be decals. There will be mugs with really, really fancy stickers on it. There's going to be merchants that actually really support a cause. There was one that I supported. I got a pin, even though I really didn't need it, just to give support to their cause. There's going to be bouquets with photos in it instead of the usual roses. And then there will be the dried flowers, and there will be some photo booths. I love that it's actually pretty diverse. The things that they're selling, some are similar, but then some have really unique pieces. There's also DIY activities like this. I was super amazed with this one, and I plan on doing this for the community. So it's actually pretty easy. You have, those papers, papel de Japón, that you actually turn into flowers. So you buy that. That's pretty cheap. Cut it into small pieces, and then you print like this kind, the face, and then you actually put in the little pieces of papel de Japón, and it's just really nice and therapeutic. And I love that it's kind of calming. It's something that you can do by yourself, with your friends, and it's really relaxing. I don't know, for me it was pretty relaxing. If you don't like getting glue on your hands, you can also use a stick. But there's something just a little bit more. You feel the art when you're actually doing it with your own hands. And this is one of those things that little kids can do inside the classroom. They can do it at home. And it was just really nice to be able to do this. You can also use different colors, and I love the diversity, the pop of colors, just pretty relaxing. But then maybe that's just me. There's also other illustrations that you can print out and that you can also use to just really prettify or, add more colors to these things. You can even frame this in a shadow box, or you can just take a photo and then put it on your daily journal that this was something that you did. You could have done it by yourself, again, with your kids or with other people. This was the other one that I really like. The silhouette, you can put a lot of things on the gown of the woman, and it's just really, really nice. Your imagination can run wild. You don't have to use just papel de Japón. I suggest, how when you punch things, like what punchers, the little round things that gets left behind, you can also use that as like small dots to also do this kind of thing. Something similar, but quite different. And as you can see, this is my final project. It's not pretty. It's not super pretty. It's not like amazing, but I was proud of it. I did this on my own. I didn't feel self-conscious. I felt kind of at peace when I was doing this, and I kept remembering my mom. I think she would have liked it. And then, again, so many other things to see, to buy, to support. Here are some of the other things that is also available when you go visit a Crafters Marketplace event. The number of stickers, the number of cute items, the number of handmade items can be quite overwhelming. So just, I would suggest going around, just looking at everything, and then going back to the stalls that really caught your attention. Because if not, you'll end up buying so many things. But if you do have the budget for it, why not? Go ahead and support all of these local artists, because I feel that anything handmade with love, anything that is curated, can and should be supported. And if I had a lot of money, I would have bought something from each and every single stall. This one, I actually remember buying something because this was actually made by someone who's a little bit, not a little bit, who was sick and still made some art. So I think that's something beautiful. This one, Heal Strong, is a book or a notebook that can be given to cancer survivors. And then this one, I commissioned her to paint something similar for my mom and I. And I have that on my desk right now. And it's just a nice reminder of a moment that I had with my mom. It was less than 500 if I remember correctly. So, it's really actually very inexpensive. And this is handmade. This is something personalized. And again, that's going to be something different from everything else because that's just for yourself. Now, these are the other notebooks that they have. I think these are called junk journals, if I remember correctly. And then they have Caropies. I was so happy. And now I'm going to have to look for that Caropy press on because I actually have a mini press with me. Yes, I do. I have a Cricut mini press and I can actually put that on a bag. I think I can put it in a maong bag. I'm going to have to check because I'm not sure. And then these are crochets, something that I would love to learn, but I don't know if I could, if I have the patience for this, because crocheters are like a different breed of people. They're just so talented and so patient with things. And then here are some Disney, I think, no, Sanrio items. I actually got that. It's part of my bag charm collection now. They had a lot of Caropy. I was actually surprised that they had a lot of Caropy items. My wallet was not so happy about it, but I was pretty happy about that one. And then they also have the pouches, the pencil cases. So there's just really a lot of things that you can enjoy and purchase in places like this. These are the dried flowers. I didn't get dried flowers because I already had a lot. And with feng shui, you can't have too many dried flowers. One or two is okay, but you shouldn't have a lot of dried flowers at home. So these are the other items that I also took a fancy to. So please remember that everything that I'm showing you is something that caught my interest and something that I wanted to share with you guys. So they also have scents, but since I already have a lot at home, I didn't buy any more. I know I could say the exact same thing about my stickers, but stickers are just kind of my first love. I've fallen in love with them since I was in grade 3, and it's still going strong until now. And so I have a lot of stickers. But now I'm using them on my notebooks, on my happy planner, on my daily journal, even my Bible. And then there's Ate. She's actually really funny and really gorgeous, like stunning gorgeous. If you see her in person, please also support her. I don't know her name, but she was really nice. And then these are the plushies. I had to stop myself from buying more plushies because there's no more space in my house. So as much as I wanted to, rehome them into my home, I couldn't. And then here are the other crochet items once again. It's just so many beautiful things. I wish again I could buy everything, but sadly I could not. But the ones that I was able to, I did. And then here are some enamel pins, which I have been collecting, and I made sure to grab one or two when I was here. And then these are some of the, I think these are clay, polymer clay earrings, and we did get one or two as well because they were just really nice. And I think, when you're having a summer outfit, you need to have some of these polymer clay floral earrings. And then this is one of my favorite stall, Bebe Cat. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly, I hope. So I got their bag charm. I got their tote bag, which I gifted to my sister-in-law in Singapore, and she loves it. She's been using it. I got their shawl. No, not yeah, well, it's kind of a shawl or a scarf. I haven't used it, but I really want to, so I'm gonna probably make it into a twilly. And then this one I wanted to get, but it was not for sale. But I finally found this on Shopee, so soon, hopefully, I'll get one. These are the owners. They're very nice people. They're really lovely. And then Here's my charm bracelet from TCM. Yeah, so this is from the Crafters Marketplace. This is free, and this was not given to me just because I'm, a blogger. You can also have yours made. Again, when you attend a Crafters Marketplace event, they actually have a lot of uh, DIY things that they can do for you. And one of them was making those charm bracelet things, which I was so happy because I finally have a personalized one. And then what's a Crafters Marketplace event if you're not able to journal? And I was so happy I got a table to myself. I was able to journal a little bit while listening to a talk because Crafters Marketplace also provides, talks from people who are experts in their field. And at this time, the person we listened to was someone who was a family expert, and she was talking about how important it is that at least once a week the family sits down and have dinner together. I was actually really surprised to know that these things don't happen anymore, because in my family I can happily say that we have dinner together at least 5 times a week, that we're all complete. The only time we won't be complete is if the husband has an overtime and, gets home late, or I get home late. But if we're all home, then definitely we will all have dinner together. And we also have our Sunday brunch. So I think it's important because you get to catch up with your kids, talk to them, and show them that these are the things that we value in life. And I know it's not a possibility for a lot of families, and it saddens me. But if you can, just at least, I would say, even once a month is better than nothing. And hopefully a lot more families will be able to do this again, because it is important. And coming from a broken family, I grew up in one, I realized that family time is really important. And what we learn in the family helps to shape us as people, but it should also not define us. So we may come from a broken family, but that doesn't mean that we get to be broken all our lives. We get to heal, we get to mend, and we get to do something better, and we get to learn from the mistakes of our parents, so that hopefully we won't make too many mistakes with our own kids. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of videos. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye! Thanks for watching!